Hello, my name is Dr. Hamovitz. I'm an expert on strategy and conflict resolution and crisis management. I was asked by the foreign media to speak about the riots and demonstrations in the Ivy League universities in the United States and in other very high-end universities around the world. I would divide my talk about it into two main parts: part of the demonstrators and the part of the role of the responsibility of the universities. Let's start with the demonstrators. At the demonstrators, again, we could see two kind of people. One, the activist, Palestinian, jihadi, ISIS, and all other terrorist group activists that are financed heavily by Qatar, by Iran, and other countries that came to universities, to private universities, which one of the screening barrier is money. And in those countries, money is no problem. So in the name of inclusive and diversity, the university brought in an enormous amount of people that are represent all what the university doesn't want to be: narrow-minded, violent, ignorant, and many other verbs that can divide it. So inside the universities, you are having cells of terrorist groups in the name of Palestine that are activists, some of them very violent. We could see it and the blockade that they made on Jewish students that are now afraid to go around the campuses. So this is one of the groups. The other are sympathizers, all other people that the university that are against all what university represent, and this is rationality, education, knowing to differentiate between good and evil, and they are sympathizing with the called free Palestine, free from the river to the sea, meaning the annihilation and destruction of Israel and genocide to its people. So those people, many of them are part of the LGBTQ community, that if they will go to any one of the Arab countries or to Gaza, will be murdered, tortured, and every other evil you can think about. And they sympathize with them because it rhymes. See and free. It rhymes without really understanding what does it mean. And if they don't know what does it mean, this is the responsibility of a bad education that the university gave them. But we'll speak about the responsibility of the university a little bit later. So those ones that will be killed if they will go to the countries and the territories of the people they sympathize will be just killed and murdered, are looking for the annihilation of the country that is one of the most open to this community. Just yesterday, our parliament brought and confirmed a law that gives full compensation to couples same-sex couples of soldiers that or casualties of these atrocities, which is the first in the world in that sense, and comparing it to compensation for let's say regular families or bisex families. So the most enlightened country in the region is doomed to be annihilated because those sympathizers doesn't know, are looking for rhymes, see and free, without really understanding what it really happened or really means by that. And I'm not calling this anti-Semitism. This is not this is foolishness. This is ignorance. This is if you just go to the DSM. DSM is the book that represents all the psychiatric illnesses, and that the definition of there is a definition of people that doesn't know to differentiate between right and wrong, and this is something that is defined as a mental issue. But there's a lot of meaning, and those people with this woke movement, that is some of the people are questioning it, did a very bad reputation to this movement, because if woke means ignorance, foolishness, and the people that are looking for recognition for their diversity are sympathizing with the people that will kill them because of this and murder them and torture them for this diversity. So this is for the demonstrators and the riot perpetrators. Now let's go to the universities. I'm teaching at Haifa University in Israel. At the first lesson I'm giving to my students, I'm telling them that I differentiated 3 levels of people that will graduate the university. There will be, the lowest level will be the ones that are degree holders, the ones that did what it's needed to be done in order to finish or graduate. Second level will be the academics, the one that after university knows how to write a paper, how to make a research, something like that. And much above them are the educated, the one that are the leaders, the one that serve as beacon to others. And the Ivy League university and other high-end universities are teaching and not educating. If this is the material of people that are accepted to your universities, if those are the materials of people that will be your graduate, you failed. You are a disappointment. Instead of educating, instead of bringing peace to the world, rationality, love, you brought disgrace, you brought violence, you brought people that wants to annihilate other people in the name of freedom of speech, inclusiveness, and all other high-end words that you created and have zero meaning. if those are your graduates, if those are the people that now holds a chair at your universities. So a day after, the universities, the head of universities will have to make a serious introspection towards what are the meaning of the universities, what are the vision of the university, and who are the people that those universities accept as students and as professors. If professors in Ivy League universities are sympathizing with those demonstrations, are calling for the annihilation of the Israeli people, and some of them are calling for the annihilation of the Jewish race, don't deserve to be called a university professor. Don't deserve to be one day more a professor at your universities. And the fact that they are not fired the day after or the same day is a stain on your legacy. It's a disgrace on all the people that were that graduated your schools. And this stain cannot be wiped. It cannot be wiped, not with bleaching materials and not with words. It may be forgotten or let it loose if you will change, if you will prosecute the people that brought this violence into your campuses, that you will cancel their visa, that you will expel them from the university. And you know who are they. You know. Some of them are sons and daughters of high-end contributors to the university. So, and if you will prefer money on justice, you prefer money on truth, you can be called prostitutes and whores. Ivy League universities, high-end universities, private universities, if you prefer the donations that those Qatarian and Iranian and other people are donating in order that you will accept those students, and this is what they will do. The Jewish people are afraid to go into on the corridors of the universities and hide signs that will show that they are Jewish. You are not different from street protest, the street dirtiest prostitutes. You have to change. If the meaning of university and is important to you, you have to introspect, you have to rethink, and you have to change. And a message to the world: free the hostages. The youngest hostage is 9 months old. Free the hostage, free all the hostages, and free Gaza from Hamas. Thank you.